So hi Will, how are you?
I'm good, Troy. How are you doing?
Good. So tell me a little bit about what we're going to do today on Duncan.
Today we're going to give Duncan his first Omnilux treatment. And Duncan was a little bit of a sun lover in his youth, and I tried my hardest and hardest to try and stop him from being in the sun, but he did. He sort of laid out there, and so what we're going to do now, he's promised me he's going to stop sunbaking, and we're going to use the Omnilux machine to start rebuilding the damage that he did in his 20s and 30s.
Right, and tell me, Will, you were discussing in the book that the Omnilux machine actually reverses the signs of aging?
Yeah, well, the Omnilux machine triggers the skin to think that it's damaged, but it's not, very much like what the sun does. And so then the skin rebuilds itself. It rebuilds the collagen, the elastin, and stimulates the production of hyaluronic acid. So it's like rebuilding, filling, a waterbed full of water and plumping up the skin.
Fantastic. And how long does this procedure take?
It's fast. It's 20 minutes under the light. So with prep and the light, you're looking at about half an hour.
And what would be the average cost that people would be having around Australia?
You would want to look at $100 to $110 per treatment.
And how often would you recommend the treatment?
I think with Omnilux, a one-off is no good. Okay, you're not going to see the benefit from one treatment. So I suggest with my clients that they either have a series of 6 or 8, 2 a week, or if you can't afford that, then 1 a week for 8 weeks.
Great. I've actually sent some women in to have some Omnilux treatments with you, and they're some of my weekly women that come to the salon. I've actually noticed a change in their skin. It looks a lot fuller, the lines are decreased, and their pores have closed. Is that the results that you would expect?
Because now with those clients, they're actually seeing 6, 8, 12-week benefits. So a lot of people actually have the treatments and you get an instant lifting and a brightness to the skin, but you won't see the dermal feeling that you get from long term. So you might have, you have those 6 or 8, but then it continues to work as the collagen and elastin fibers lay, and that's what's happening with those clients.
And you were actually saying it's called the happy light?
Well, it makes you feel good because it actually stimulates the production of serotonin in your brain, just like it does laying in the sun. So an afternoon at Bondi, you come home, you feel great. A lot of that has to do with how the sun is actually affecting your brain, and the Omnilux machine encourages the production of serotonin.
We've got Duncan here as a model today. Are more and more men actually taking this form of treatment, more so than women?
This would be the most unfeminine treatment you could possibly have. And it's just like laying in a solarium, and a lot of boys love laying in the sun or a solarium. And so there's nothing fluffy about it. Basically, you clean the skin and you hop underneath the light. So it doesn't sort of question their masculinity at all.